Our house got messed up in a storm, had to be demolished. We got a contractor, and we figured these people were vetted, that the state checked them out and everything, fingerprinted them, whatever, And turns out this guy was wanted in Denton, Texas, for ripping people off, ripping the guy off. And he has a record as long as your arm. I mean, he's assault with a deadly weapon, armed robbery, just to name a few. But he's robbed many people over the years. At the time, he was 39 years old, and his name is Lawson, Jamie Lynn Lawson. And he took our money, signed a contract with us, claiming he would rebuild our house. The only problem was he didn't have a builder's license. And we didn't know what we were doing. We had no idea. We'd never been through this before. So he took our money, $95,000. He did take the house down. It was like a shell, because the contractor before that had gutted it out. He took it down, then he started stalling, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. So we got people we knew to check him out online and stuff. We're older. We don't know. I'm 68 now. My wife's 65. We don't know what we're doing on a computer. But these people we know found out that this guy was wanted and that he had a long record, criminal record, and he had done time in federal prison and stuff. And so anyway, when we found this out, we found that he was wanted. We went to the police, the Toms River Police. They actually, they arrested him and put him in the Ocean County Jail, waiting extradition to Texas. In the meantime, this guy sends his son down, Nick, down to Texas to pay the guy off, probably with our money, in full, so he wouldn't get in trouble down there, because they weren't playing around down there. Well, we told we sent this information we had on this guy to the governor via certified mail twice. We notified New Jersey Consumer Affairs. We gave them all the information on this guy that we had. You wouldn't believe all the stuff we had on this guy. It was it was amazing. They did nothing. They just let him continue on what he's doing. And now there are 34 victims in total. 34, and it's ridiculous. 34 families that are victimized by this guy because the state allowed this to go on, and they didn't stop it. They don't fingerprint these people. I asked the guy. He's in jail. This guy's in jail now because they actually indicted him. I sent a letter to the prosecutor's office March 31st of 2016, telling our story and saying there are probably more victims out there. Sure enough, they checked it out, and they indicted this guy. Once they indicted him, he took off, and he was in the wind for 6 months. And the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office called the U.S. Marshals up and had them help find him. They finally found him in South Carolina, in a hotel in South Carolina, a long-term hotel, whatever you call it. And they brought him back here, and he's in the Ocean County Jail right now. And because of this New Jersey bail reform, we figured they'd let him out, but the judge says no, he ain't going anyplace because he had taken off, So I went to the court when they had him chained up, they had the thing around his waist and the handcuffs, and he was smirking at us. And this guy's a sicko. He's a sociopath. And his girlfriend, I think, can't come there with his clothes. She had his clothes in a couple bags. I think she thought he was going home that day. And the judge says he ain't going no place. So they're trying to give him a plea deal now, and I think they're offering him 5 to 10. He's got to do at least 5 years. And if he doesn't take it, he could get 40 years, plus.